Uh, I give obviously a lot of credit to Hobart for playing very good defense on us. It was a very difficult game for us, given our style, where we tried to create some turnovers, and I guess we didn't do as good enough a job, wasn't seen as good enough a job at that. We honestly probably shot as poorly as we have all year, and once again, you got to give credit to the other team playing, but you know, and obviously I'll go home with a disappointment, but certainly a great deal of pride. You know, these kids are down the stretch. We had 2 freshmen and 3 sophomores, our junior and 2 sophomores playing, so very young guys. And I hate those guys because when you're on the court, you're number 6. You're not a freshman. But point being is that I thought they did a good job running their stuff. I thought that we overcame some things, and I thought we had a chance 2 or 3 different times, and I'm incredibly proud of these guys. 26-3, and we've had basketball. We bought basketball 16 months ago. Last year we made the finals of our tournament, and this year we made to the NCAA tournament. And what I said to them, and they have some choices, we'll be back, and we'll try to schedule up a little bit more so we can hopefully guarantee ourselves into the tournament play. And I think it's a great experience for them, and I love these guys. These guys really gave the coaching staff and all of us an incredible year. And I don't think a guy could ask that much more. I mean, sometimes the way I get on them, they have a right to just kind of shake their heads a little bit, but I think hopefully they know I'm doing that because, as I said, I'm never really disappointed in them. I'm at times disappointed for them because after winning 25 straight games, these guys deserve everything you can possibly get. But all Disney movies, well, not Disney movies, but all movies come to an end where it doesn't always turn out to be right off into the sunset.
Did this all happen even quicker than you thought, Jim, getting to this point?
It did, but I don't ever think that way. You know, last year, I'm one of those coaches who before a game, don't think we can ever win a game. And the moment they throw the ball up, I can never understand why we're down. You know, so yeah, we had a good group last year, and the surprising thing is that 3 kids, one who's going to Bryant, a full scholarship, another one, 2 others who were sitting out this year, who were 2nd, 3rd, and 4th leading scorer last year. These 2 guys came along with Jalen and some other guys, and I mean, we were good. The only thing I would say, and I hate when people say this because I was fortunate enough to have a UConn team that won 5 games, 5 days, and the days didn't bother us. And I'm not talking about the days bothering us now. I thought as the season started to close, we played a game at Alberta Magnus where we won by 20 going away. They're obviously a very good team. And from that point, I thought we were starting to feel the pressure of 16, of 18, of 20, and we didn't talk about it, but I was worried they had that. And I thought that we had fight, we had grit, and we had heart. I didn't know if we had quite the emotional reserve tonight to kind of just put that one more over the top. But after screaming with my wife, has to listen to me on the way home. She knows how much I really care about Jordan, DJ, JC, the guys we have. I mean, Jay Lamont was a 6'3" monster tonight, rebounding, blocking shots, and we got kids who hadn't played quite as much, did an incredible job. As I'm telling you, they don't know how much they did so quickly, and made everybody at St. Joe's incredibly happy and proud. You saw them come out here tonight for us, and made me, a guy who's done this for 50 years, you know, as proud of this team as any team I had at UConn or Northeastern. I love these guys.
What tonight, give me a couple of areas that you've done a few things differently.
I'd probably say 3, officiating. No, I don't, within games you got to react a little bit. And I think when they played that Virginia defense, very simply pack inside the pack line defense, we didn't quite adapt to that enough and weren't making shots. When you're not making shots, isn't it amazing when you make shots how your defense gets better? And I thought it discouraged us a little bit. And by the way, we did a great job on the big people. They probably destroy other people. They in turn make the big threes every single time. We made great rotations. These guys are going to be going to bed, I'm sure, in 5 minutes just because of the effort and attitude we gave. So I would say that as much as anything else. I thought rebounding, we weren't as good early, but down the stretch we really rebounded. And I think they, quite frankly, did what they do a little better than what we did. And I would probably, that we could have won that game all the way down to probably within the last minute of the game. So it can't be too disappointing, because the other thing, everybody always, when they ask you questions about your team, we played someone who's pretty good, by the way. Real good. Kid 20, I mean, he's a good player. He could play a lot of places. He's a real good player. The big guys know what they're doing. They box out, they rebound, they really move the basketball. They're really good. And so there's no way, I think they're 25-4, whether they are, they're real good. So part of it was a couple of things we didn't do, but on the other side, it wasn't like we had a bad game and they took advantage of it. No, we didn't have our best, but they took advantage of that and beat us because they're good enough to do that. When you win 25 straight, there were some people where we didn't play great, but we kept winning. And with this team, once we weren't playing quite as well, and they had something to do with that, by the way, so I want to make sure you give them full credit.
Jordan and JC both answer this, the emotion at the start of the game. It seemed like both teams might have been a little jittery. I think the turnovers were coming pretty early, quick in the first half. Is that the case, or am I reading it?
Well, our last game we played when we won the GNAC championship, there was a lot of emotion that whole game, so we knew that we couldn't let that bother us, but it was there. We just knew we couldn't let the crowd and anticipation and all the cameras, we couldn't let that take us off our focus, but unfortunately we didn't get it done.
Yeah, I agree with Jordan. I don't really think that bothered us that much this game because, like Coach said, we won 26 games in a row, so there's been a lot of pressure on us since the start of the season. So, I mean, it's just that the stage we were on tonight was set. It was a big stage, and, you know, it was a great crowd and atmosphere, so we just had to adapt to it.
And what I hope, as I said, with so many young kids, that this is a different kind of stage. Because you know now, you know, we're leaving home tonight to go back, and they're putting the uniforms away until next year. And you don't play in mini games ever. We assumed that winning at that time 23, 24, that even if we had lost in our conference play, we'd have a good chance to still play in the NCAA tournament. But you knew the finality of this and the idea that one slip on the banana, you go flying. And that's why, you know, when we went, and we still couldn't put the ball in the basket. Even when we had shots we wanted to get, they kept fighting. And I mean, I as I said, I'll have when I get out to the golf course and look up and see the beautiful weather and all that type of stuff, I'll think of them because I think of what joy they gave us. They were nice. That I remember down at our best player, Delphine Jackson, our lead scorer, got hurt. It's his second game playing for us. He wasn't good. He was magnificent. He was made magic to get a big win down there. Jordan had streaks of 10, 12, 14, 15 baskets in a row, what he gave us. And, you know, and he's really a four-man, and we make him play center. And my point being is those kind of things and the sacrifices these guys make, and they still both have very good futures. I mean, he's got another year, and he's got 2 more years. I mean, they're terrific players. And I think you're seeing a young team that faced adversity tonight. Yeah, probably kind of get their heads down a little bit, and then understood, you know, where we're going to come back. And that's where I say was you know, it took some stuff from them to make those big threes. They don't make a couple of those big threes, we win the game. There's no question in my mind because all the momentum has started to turn. And so once again, we played against a more than worthy opponent. They beat us, and let's say we'll put the uniforms away shortly. 2 weeks from now, we're back in the gym someplace working on the game. But no, this is an incredible pleasure for me personally, and I think for our staff. And you know, as I said, we pushed them. And someone asked me, how do I coach them? Like I did at Northeastern, like I coached Kimball Walker or Ray Allen or whoever it was at UConn, because they deserve that. Because they're really good kids. I mean, we're so fortunate to get incredible kids. And I think they're a credit to St. Joe's. I think they're a credit to their families, and they're a credit to hopefully us as a coaching staff.
Coach, in 2 years of the success you've had so shortly, where do you hope to take this program somewhere down the road, and what kind of imprint do you hope to leave on this program?
Well, I think we started to leave an imprint. These guys are, you know, I'm going to tell them stories, obviously. I tend to do it, so you asked me a subject, and I went to see John Wood one time. It's called Random Digressions, and he did. And so, but in the story, very simply, you know, they're already leaving something. They can leave St. Joseph's, which is a terrific school, 90-year-old school in West Hartford that now just gone co-ed, a great legacy. we've just redone our cafeteria. We're building a new gym, which is be done next year. All those wonderful things are happening, and they see themselves as students, getting their degree, doing wonderful things, playing basketball exceptionally well, but they're doing a heck of a lot more than that. And I've said 1,000 times, remember, we're just the front porch of St. Joe's. But if people come and see us, then look behind us, they'll see a beautiful house and all the good things. So their imprint, they've got a chance to make imprints, clearly. And the other thing is, I think for both these guys, and I think you know exactly where I'm coming from, we have a lot of kids from the community who want to use basketball to help their lives. And these two guys would be great examples of that.
Coach, I saw you hug Del Shot, I think in like the second half after he drew a foul. You're the first to talk to the guys as soon as they come back. So these kind of relationships you're building with the team, does it make it easier for you to keep coming back?
Well, it does, and I think the biggest thing, and who knows, right now today, once again, a lot of you good here, my boss, Amanda, you have the ADs over there, but I really truly only have one boss, and she's 5'3", Irish, and I don't salute. Well, not every day, but I don't salute every day, so they'll have to go through a conference call daily on that, as far as me coming back and so on. But, no, I mean, when we go places, Miami, or we go on a tough trip to places or do things, go up and have a meal at the house and stuff, it's invigorating. These are really good guys, and, as I just did a thing with Kimball Walker for that movie that just came out, and he said something, Coach, you taught me a lot. I said, no, but you taught me maybe even more. And every day, these guys teach you things, because they're showing me, technically they aren't showing me anything much beyond doing a text. I'm useless. But their world is a world that's evolving now, and if I'm going to coach, it's important I know it, so I want to know more about them, and what does JC, besides being a terrific player, what does he want to do? What does Jordan eventually want to do? And we've talked about different things, and to me that's so important. I think that I'm sure not momentarily they don't love it, but if he knows I'm treating him just like Kimball Walker, then he knows that I have respect, otherwise I wouldn't. Because he wants to be really good, and this guy's getting good every day playing out of position. And I know I'm making this sound, that's why I'm there. I'm at St. Joseph's, which I love. But remember, in the Catholic religion, which I'm Catholic, we all take a vow of poverty. So therefore, the paycheck that's coming to me, that's not why I'm going there. The point being is, I'm going there for the sweat in the palms. I'm going there for the excitement. The disappointment tonight here. Disappointing. But I did say how proud I was. I'm incredibly, incredibly proud of these guys. I mean, I really am. And, they'll come in and say, Coach, I should have. Yeah, we all should have. We didn't. But we looked at this, and they heard this 1,000 times. You can't lose anything in the NCAA tournament. It's only a great opportunity. And they have opportunities to do a lot more in their life. So, as I said, it was obviously losing, it's no fun, no, it's lousy. Because you get a group of people that started working last September on a common mission, and then the sky falls out. But we're back, because we got those guys, and we got all the other guys in that locker room. Once again, they give a great deal of credit to Hobart. I thought they played very well. I thought they made big shots when they had to, because I could feel it down the last 5-6 minutes we could win that game. I always thought we could, but particularly that we started making better plays. We accelerated the game. We did some of the things that we do. So.
Hey, Coach, you've done so much. National championship, UConn. 2 years ago, we were with you. This was a girls' school. You built this into a program. You went to the conference championship last year. You're in the NCAAs. What is your future at St. Joe's?
Well, my future, very simply, is if they'll have me, I think I'm going to Hilton Head, I think, this week to play some golf with my wife. And beyond that, though, I'll come back and we'll keep reassessing. I give these guys the expression, you got to try to win every day. And I don't care what it is. Read a book, okay? Work out, rest, give your body rest, whatever it may be, win every day. And I think that I always aspire to do that. And very simply, that's kind of how I look at coaching. I mean, I know one thing, if and when, whatever that may be, and if these two guys were at St. Joe's, I would miss them terribly, along with a lot of those other guys. It's the relationships. And once again, when you're going through competitive intensity, you don't feel it. But I know how hard he's worked. I know where he works so hard. I know what they're trying to do with their lives, and I certainly miss that kind of thing. So I'm going to try to win every day and keep assessing every day.
Those relationships keep the fire going for you?
I talked to Stanley Robinson, who plays for me today. I talked 2 days ago with Kimber about his knee. I was talking with Ray Allen. I have 2 sons, 6 grandkids, 5 sisters and a brother. Big family. I got another 150 in my family, and these guys will always be part of it. See, the thing is, when we got there, not everybody would take a chance on us. We just started. So we just had to buy basketballs to get going, and a little tiny gym. Now they packed the gym, and so all those things to me are exceptional, and I feel very, very fortunate to have the opportunity to watch these guys, and I feel responsibility, because I'm going to hold them to the same standards I've always held my best players to. I owe them that. And someone says, why? It's not always that easy to do. Sometimes you look the other way. I'm not a great look the other way guy. They have too many things going for them in the future.
JC, is this experience been anything you thought it would be coming?
Yeah, for me, coming from Sacred Heart, not playing that much, and given a second chance by Coach Calhoun, I think it was everything, and especially playing with guys that I grew up with from around the neighborhood. So, and coming from watching Coach on TV with Kemba and things like that. So having an opportunity like this, I mean, you can't pass this up. So I'm very grateful to have a coach like this and teammates from this year.
George, you weren't here last year. You guys talked about your chemistry all year long and how much it means to you to play with people you played in high school with. Is that kind of what you were hoping for when you came home?
Yeah. Seeing us lose last year to Albertus, I knew, and I had a lot of schools that was interested, Division II, that didn't matter to me. I knew I wanted to come play with my brothers, and I knew I wanted to come play for arguably the best coach ever. So I'm just happy, and I'm just blessed to be here, and I'm ready for next year. I'm ready to spend my last year in college here with these guys.
We haven't run away. That's the big thing. We haven't run away. Things will happen. We all know that. But we haven't run away. The point was asked before, where are we? We're 2 years into the program, and you know, we've won 42 games in 2 years. And we think there's much more to come. We've already talked about a trip. We're talking about changing our schedule, more difficult, playing some more NESCAC teams, all those kind of things. And because I'm telling you, we weren't as good down the stretch as we should have been. I mean, tonight, I mean, we had used so much emotional energy to get there sometimes. But we're really good, and we could be really, really good going forward. We have great kids, and we'll get a couple additions to fill a couple spots, and with what we have coming back, we could be terrific next year. So thanks an awful lot. Thank you.
Thank you, George.